back to the channel. My name is Ron. I run the channel, and today I have a video where my wife and I, Melissa, were down at Wildwood, New Jersey, flying the drone, flying the DJI Mavic Air. If you follow my channel, you also know that not too long ago I got the OneWheel+xr. One of the things that I've never really used with the Mavic Air, even though I fly it quite a bit, is the ActiveTrack feature. ActiveTrack gives you the ability to follow somebody without having to use the controller, so it works really nice. So like I said, I never really used it before because I'm always just, manually using the remote controller manually, and it's really easy to fly the Mavic Air, so it's not a big deal. And typically the ActiveTrack feature was really more of a novelty to me and never really got used. However, with the OneWheel, trying to ride the OneWheel, fly the Mavic Air, I do all the filming most of the time, 99% of the time, by myself. I don't have anybody helping. Sometimes my wife Melissa comes along, but when I'm out riding the OneWheel, it's just me. So I have found that using ActiveTrack when doing something like riding the OneWheel does absolutely come in handy. I could never see myself, even bike riding, really taking the Mavic Air out and trying to maneuver riding the bike and the Mavic Air, but with the OneWheel, it's something I'm definitely going to use. So what you'll see in this video is me taking the OneWheel, and this is the +xr model for those interested, down the beach, and just kind of demonstrating how the ActiveTrack really does work very, very well with the Mavic Air. For those that aren't aware, the ActiveTrack with the Mavic Air actually comes in 3 different modes. You have the trace mode, where the aircraft will track the subject at a constant distance, and you can still use the remote controller or the slider in the DJI Go 4 to fly in a circle around you if you want to do that. It has a parallel mode in ActiveTrack, which the aircraft tracks the subject at a constant angle and distance from the sides, and again you can use the controller to still navigate. And then it's got the spotlight mode from ActiveTrack, where the aircraft does not actually trace the subject automatically, but keeps the camera pointed at the subject during flight, and the remote controller can be used to maneuver the aircraft as you need. Okay, with that being said, let me roll a little B-roll for you guys so you can enjoy that. Real quick too, for those who enjoy the OneWheel, Wildwood, New Jersey beaches are probably one of the few beaches you could actually enjoy the OneWheel on, because the sand's actually very compact. It's like riding on the sidewalk. It gets very hard, very packed, which is actually the same reason that you can actually build some real good sandcastles down in New Jersey, Wildwood beaches as well. So as you saw, or actually I'll put it up in part of this clip, you'll see some sandcastles that my wife and I, Melissa, built while we were down there. Now the sand flies were biting us a little bit, so we didn't put the full time in that we do sometimes with the sandcastles. We actually build some really big ones at times. But you're going to see some footage of that as well in here, so I wanted to point it out. I don't think there's too many beaches on the East Coast, especially in New Jersey, that you could actually ride the OneWheel on, not because it's illegal, but because the sand is so soft. So you really require pretty compact sand. I know there's some good strips of beach down in Florida that the OneWheel probably rides really good on. Like I said, Wildwood's one of the few beaches that has really hard packed sand. And not so many other beaches in New Jersey I think you would get away with riding on it. But anyway, with that being said, let me start the B-roll. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, got a little information out of it, and if not, it was just a little entertaining to watch. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate everybody who subscribes. If you're not an active subscriber, please think about subscribing. If you are an active subscriber, I do thank you very, very much. And I have a surprise coming up for everybody in the very near future. I'm going to get my hands on some new hardware, so stay tuned for that. Until next time, happy flying and safe riding.